Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Yes, it's happened. I did a second session. I did the stream and then I deleted the stream anyway, but I was just testing it out and then it happened and we're down to $213 now. So went from 279 to 213. That's the joy of moving up the limits. We knew the risk and also, yeah, it's just a bit deflating, but at the same time, it's funny enough how just reflecting on the time, right? So we're about 213 the first time around, and we'll have a go at 10 and L, we'll push and we'll go from there and, risk it. And now I've hit 213 again backwards, and I'm like, all right, today we're going to go 5 and L. I feel like I'm hanging on to dear life, where before I felt like I was leaping, I was jumping, pushing myself anyway. So it's currently 11:30 in the morning on a Friday now. So we've come back from work now. So early day on a Friday. That's the upside of where I work. Anyway, let's work on 5 and L. Wait a sec. Can I just do? All right, I need to make sure we do 5 and L. Do not want to. Yeah, that's fine. We did the right thing. I thought for a second there, I thought I actually did it wrong. But anyway, we're going to do it here. All right, so we're doing 5 and L. It's as basic as that. If you don't feel good and you feel a bit deflated, take a break. Watch one of your favorite movies. Go on a spending spree. I don't know. Do something that makes you feel good. For me, I'm just gonna just reflect. I just reflected a bit, and we're just gonna go down to 5 and L and just get over ourselves and just realize that to begin with. Do I call and drop for a minute? To begin with, we actually got into a position where we're all scraping almost $300. So that's not a bad feat. So that was a well done thing. Your skills just don't go overnight. So some people think, oh my God, my skills, I've got no skills. I'm a bad player. It's not true. You just don't lose all your skills overnight. And it's just another day in the office. We just treat it like it's just a minor setback. Thing is, we did say maybe we're getting excited. Maybe the goal was going to happen before Christmas. So if everything goes right, we could probably hit 1,000 before Christmas. But with this downside, you never know. We might have to wait till after Christmas. But I think we could still be on track for Christmas. It's just a matter of we just have to make sure a couple of things go right here and don't make things worse than what they really already are. We're going to have value here. You could have queens or jacks. Could have a weak ace as well, though. We could be value owning ourselves. But yeah, don't make things worse than what they have to be. So, don't go chasing your losses. Don't go up the limits thinking if I won one buy-in at the 200 NL, I can make all my money back. Don't do that. That's just a no-go. And typically these scenarios now are, these are the ones that make or break a lot of players. I mean, a lot of people will, in the past, I've actually taken quite a lot of time off just because it deflates you. It makes you think like, oh no, I just, can't be bothered because you've already gone so far. So instead of just burning the rest of your bankroll, just take a break and play again later. All right. And, the other thing is reflect of what you did wrong. You would have done things that were right. But the thing is, what I was doing, I was calling too many 3-bets again. But the difference was this time. So it's all right to call 3-bets, right? If you're hitting and you're going card crazy, you can be in every hand as long as you're winning every hand. But as soon as you get a cold deck and it's just, you're not hitting, you're missing all your cards. You've got to adjust. We're in position here. It's pretty low bet on the call. So yeah, if you're missing everything, just don't be afraid to tighten up and just fold everything. And that's fine. That's typically fine. Because there's going to be some times where we bluff it. They're going to fold every time. There's going to be times where, we would need 4 cards to come out and we get them. It's just, sometimes you hit it, you got to pocket 2s and somehow you're in the hand and you need the 2 to hit in the river. Sometimes you got to hit that. Sometimes you hit trips. Like this one. Sometimes they're going to raise it because there's going to be flush draws, and if they got queen jack, they might be calling. So you're just going to be aware. Probably going to give up ace two. Multi-way pot as well. All right, I'm just going to jam this one. If he's got a book, so be it. If he's got a king, I'm crying. King, I'm crying. But the difference is this time we're losing $5. We're not losing $10. And what else did we learn? We learned that it doesn't matter. He can shove his queen up his ass. That's what can happen. But anyway, we got lucky. Open ender here. I'm going to check behind. If we can't afford to get raised on there. Unfortunately, missed with the king nine. But yeah, just, you're going to lose $10 instead of $5. That's why you go down. If you're just losing, you don't feel like you're going to win the session, drop down, go back to 2-0, 5-0, build up your confidence, go tournaments or something for a little bit. I don't know, do something totally different. But yeah, anyway, very lucky there to get a chop. All right, pocket sevens, going to fold this one. You could argue to call there, but we are at a position. In position, probably could call because they'll slow down and give up the hand. At sevens, I think we're going to be open price to stay in the pot. All right, pocket queens. Also the small blind. We sort of see bet a little bit too much again. Goes all in. It's going to call. All right, not too bad. If he hits the ace of the king, he's going to do that a third of the time. This isn't win. This is definitely not losing play. It's just the chop. But anyway, we'll take that. Some positions you gotta fold pocket queens pre-flop. But Tom will happy to go in there. All right, so who knows? Maybe luck is on our side at the moment. We've got the bottom left table already taken off a little bit. And one thing I did learn from 10-0 is 5-0, you just halved the big blind. So say it was $19.80 here, and typically halve it, so it's $9.90. See? So you can just halve it. So it's 100. When it's 10-0, you just, it's easy to work out, but you basically just half your stack in the big blinds to work out how much you got in front of you. Okay, we're all G'd up for the weekend. And just check behind here. Queen gets there. All right. Don't know if we could value. We don't know if we could value the 8 there. Typically, probably yes. Typically, yes, we probably should. One thing I was going to do as well, what we were going to do to start with as well, was going to label everything, label everyone that's active on the table before I started, but that was a fail. And just probably just target, this guy is red. He's tight as. Just label everyone before I start, but unfortunately, didn't get there. Okay, I'm going to label myself. I'm going to be biased. And where else are we looking at? So this is a good habit just to get into. Eventually get to run into people. I mean, 10-0, you probably get to start running into even more people, like multiple times. So it's even more powerful. But 2-0, 5-0, it's probably it's not as important. We're doing it just as principle. It does still a bit here. All right. So we've done one table. Oh, heads up. We'll quit and then we'll take his money first and then leave the. All right, just gonna check this one out. Position. Got a backdoor flush. Got a backdoor straight as well. The potential's real. She's starting to get blown off their hand. Got a gut shot with 5-3. Definitely cool. And check the turn. We're going to bet this one. Get some value from his jack, hopefully. Okay. We're going to 4-bet this one. All right. 3, I don't think it's going to be good here. Sometimes they get out of hand, though. Sometimes they're going to have a hand, we'll let go. And then sometimes people are going to catch on that we're actually like 4-betting, and then we'll need, we'll have to call light as well. I mean, it just ends up being crazy. I mean, you get people that will like 4-bet you, so then you got a 5-bet shove. Like, it's insane as a bluff, even. All right, got the queen. And you're going to call this off. Fortunate. All right, hit the straight. And there's flushes here as well. I'm going to call only for the fact that it's a spade. Can he fold? Okay, he's quite strong there. I think if spade comes out, it could be good, but we didn't hit. All right, so we're not going to 3-bet white too much there. Although, looking at it, does he continue only with the strongest of hands? So he's going to fold out a lot. That's the other question too. So he could probably have argued there. We probably could have folded with the pocket fives hand. If we hit the spade, we could have had the best hand. And the other question is, do we have position? Yes, we did. So you could check the river. All right, let's bet this one. They're not going to hit all that often, and we should be able to just take it down, putting pressure on. And ace high, you might have king high. So it could be doing this for value as well. It's just got to take note that if they continue, there is an alarm bell going on. And think of it this way: if you're doing it with ace high, do it with a 6 as well. But play that way when you've got pocket sixes, and it'll make you that much harder to play against. Because then they don't know if you just c-betting with anything, with any two, or you're doing it with, the best of it. King 6, it's gone. We'll defend 8-7. Probably should have folded, but we'll have a go. We'll have a crack at it. We got a 4. I'll bluff. Call 7s. All right, so we can check raise 7s here. All right, 4-3 got 3. Nice. Short stacked, so I'm not going to raise it. I like the straights. Queen jack gets there. I want the board to pair up. It's going to go in. He might have a king or 2 pair. Yeah. I didn't really put an 8 in his range. He was playing way too aggressive to be chasing. Although we have seen funny things in our time already. I mean, you see people betting with any two, aka us. Pretty cool. Difference is we're in position. When you're out of position, you don't want to call 3 bets too much. Unfortunately, you bet too high there with the 3s. Yeah, it bets slow. We get second chance draw. That's the way I like to think of it. All right. So I think he's got jacks or tens or something like that, but I don't think he's got ace king. He might have a king jack or something. Or an ace jack. All right. So actually win the hand. Nice. Oh, we'll take it anyway. All right. Ace three offsuit. Not going to three bet that one. Although it would be fun. I've gone through that phase where I used to, I used to three bet wild with, ace two offsuits, ace five offsuits. It's all fun, but unless you hit, you just end up in tears. All right, pocket queens. All right, king nine will open. 7-2 closing down from under the gun. All right, so queens. Also, the downside about dropping is now we're going to be slower with the points. So that's fine. What we can do, hopefully the plan is we can reconsolidate, crawl our way back to like 250 on 5 and then if we're still short on the points, then we can jump back to 10 just to get the 6,000 points and release the fish. And hopefully we get 50%. That'd be really good cash back. So, we can get up to $30. That'd be good. But we'll just have to wait and see. You know, at this rate, you don't know if the downward spiral is going to continue. All right, we'll bet this one. Kings hit our range. All right, calling another three bet. We are in position here. We do have a gut shot. We're going to bet it. He could have ace king, ace jack. Nice. So we had a gut shot there, so we stole it. All right, so we've got a gut shot here with twos. Means we can bet this one and try and take it down. Also, we didn't have a club, so it was more important that we defend the pocket twos as well. Queen nine. I'm not going to open. Okay. Let's make sure. Go through the checklist of. Also, just double check as well, because sometimes players don't play exactly the same. They change from last time. They have a tendency of changing their style because sometimes you can. Well, this guy's actually following me. Sometimes you can, you play someone and they're really bad. They're a fish, and you never know, they might learn a few tricks and improve their games. And next time you play them like they're a fish, and then they annihilate you, or you try and you try and cool them down light, but they're really strong. All right, I hit a 4, and we got position again. See if he bets again. We'll three bet here. I'm gonna call. You could have a queen though. Oh, he's got kings this time. Notice that we could have hit a 5 or a 4 on the river. And then the question was a little bit harder for him. Yeah, we could have definitely got stacks in. If we actually hit the 4, the board pairs up for us. It trips. You just never know. Like, yeah, I don't mind calling in that spot. A lot of people will be like, you should never call three bets. That's also right, but at the same time, if you got position, sometimes they'll have ace king there, ace jack. And like you saw before, our pocket threes held it up. Probably a little bit different having 5-4 suited though, but you got more chance of, getting your flush and, getting a straight with 5-4 suited. Plays a little bit better post flop. But pocket threes probably got more of a chance of holding up. All right, not going to be betting with pocket sevens. It's a four-way pot as well, so I'd rather just check behind and go to showdown if we can. I'd be surprised if someone bets here, but another 10. Yeah, okay. Gut, some of the gut shot. 6-5. Oh, they 6. Everyone had a piece of it. Oh, also the reason why I also lost last night was I didn't have a coffee. I didn't have a caffeine hit before the session, so my wife always goes, "That's the Superman hero." It gives you superpowers. Might be right. He trips. Looks like we're just trying to beat him off the hand. Hopefully he's got a piece of it. Not this time. 8-6. Probably shouldn't call. Should always 3-bet or fold, because then you can actually represent the king when it lands, but that's fine. Also tightening up under the gun. Lead position too. Tightening up. I think we're playing a little bit too loose. I mean, on some good sessions, on the tight session, I got complimented about. I mean, I was playing ace 10 suited and up. I was not playing jack 9 suited or under the gun. At 6 max, you can get away with it, but there's risks involved. And what's this guy? Still haven't really played too much against him. If loves a steal though. You could always check this one. This is a standard play. We'll 3-bet. He could like 4-bet us though. But this is not really a stealing situation. So I have a gut shot. We'll bet this one. Hit a 6 of hearts. It would be absolutely beautiful. We'll take it down anyway. He's going to call us down light sometimes, so. All right, so we are drawing to the nut flush. So we're going to bet this one. So we want to actually build the pot up just in case we get the flush, and he hits a flush as well. But the other thing too is what you can do is only bet when you actually got a strong hand or when you've actually made your hand. Just check it down until you actually, until you win, until you actually got 100% going to win that hand. So you hit your flush, then bet. If you got the draw, check, especially out of position as well. Just do a ton of checking out of position, I think, is probably one of the best ways just to protect your bankroll. Now, expect heavy variance, especially if you're going to be playing aggressive out of position. A lot of people can't play out of position that well. All right, we are under the gun here. Hit a 6. Don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he's just tanking. He's got a queen. It's going to fold anyway. It's going to be a little bit tricky. It's not really a great flop for us. Yes, we hit a 6. But at the same time, if he's got a queen, we're just pretty much dead. Because even if the board pairs up, it hits 2 queens, it hit a 6, and the 6 comes out as well. We'll just have the less of it. And we're just going to win a small pot and lose a big pot. So, all right, so we've got an open ender. And we got position. We'll bet in position. All right, we'll bet this one. We pocket 4s, try and hold up. It checks there. We should be good. Is he going to bluff this? I'm going to call just in case. For the Sad. Probably should have just folded. All right, 1 second. Where is it? Oh, wait. It's something. Funky there. My composition. It's a wet shot for a while. I'm done with my manufacturer. Oh, I'm his bed. There's a bug to it. I, oh, I knew everything, but not lost it. Broke the stuff that was on the ground for him. Alright. Let's get back. Alright, we'll open up King Queen offsuit. Yeah, I probably shouldn't see bet there. Gonna continue a lot of hands. Alright, like should not have bet there on the C bet. Alright, ace jack offsuit. We'll win that one, but alright, 7-2's gone. Okay, ace queen offsuit. I'm going to call the ace 8-2 here. Wrong suit. Yeah, short stack. I'm going to check this one. Give a bet all over his range. We'll let go. Didn't hit the turn. No 10 or ace. No extra equity. All right. And make sure we've got everyone tagged. Or at least people that have been on playing us for a little bit. Philippe's still there. All right, pocket kings. That's a yellow. All right, we'll call 7-6. We'll check here. Grab shot, we'll bet. We'll bet again, queen jack, and we go check river. All right, now we'll bet, and we have some pot control. But we're going to be on alert because this is such a terrible board, but we'll go check with queen jack. He could have been chasing with a straight. There's queen 10. There's diamonds. I don't think we get any value now betting. We've already beaten if he's already got a king jack. All right, so you got the one hand that we do beat. All right, king's dropping. Ace on the river really seals it down. Meant to really open that up by 2.5, but I'm going to check raise. 75 suited. This just become quite freaky. I'm going to play this one aggressive. I've got a backdoor flush as well. And we missed the pot. We missed the card anyway, but we still win them because they folded. All right, so queen jack was fine. I'm going to call light because this guy does 3-bet quite aggressively. So 38%. Took an open ender. What I did learn the hard way is if there's a 4-card straight out there and you've got the, and you've got 10, 9, 8, 7, and you've got the jack. If someone goes over the top and shoves, they could just go have that queen jack so many times. Okay, we still don't really need to defend this hand. We're still drawing to the nuts here. He's excited, but we're still drawing to a straight. Second pair, don't think we can value bet this one. Didn't have enough information on him. All right, so the question's raised. Was a multi-way punt. I'm going to fold it out. I think of it this way. If he's got an ace, if he's got ace 10, ace 9, ace 8, he's got 2 pair. And if he's got another ace, he's got his out kicked. So I think we're folding there. We were in the hand and we're excited because we were drawing to a straight, but we missed it. We realized our equity, but just didn't get there. I think we played it smart and we just got to realize when you beat. And I'm going to fold. He's not deep enough here. Yeah, ace, queen. It's the river. I'm going to call, but it's a hero call. Hits on the river. Okay. Sometimes you hero call and it's wrong. Yeah, but I think the other hand, I think the ace jack hand, we played it fine. We didn't raise ourselves off the hand. We didn't bet out the hand. We got all the way to the river, saw all the cards, and had a decent showdown value, so I'd be checked behind. If you check to us, we just check and win some of the time. All right, so gut shot reject 9. 10 comes out, ace jack does play a part. He didn't 3-bet us, so we can probably chase this down. I think he's got a 3-bet there with ace jack. He's going to have a lot of 2-pair hands here. I'm going to bet it quite big here. All right, cool. Let's go up 2 pairs. Yeah, all top pair, top kicker. It's good enough. It was important to get that bet in. As played, maybe we should have bet. As played, we should have bet the turn. So we lost a bit of value there. All right, we'll 3-bet. This guy plays pretty tight. All right, we'll bet this one. We've got a gut shot. If we get a 10, got a straight. It's going to fold out a lot here, but at the same time, they're going to get a free card. All right, now we've got a straight. He could easily have a queen here. He could do the same mistake I did last night. All right, it's going to bet here and he's going to call. All right, set of 8s. Don't know on the sizing there. If we could have went a little bit larger. All right, 3-betting. Oh, this guy. Solid player, I guess. We'll bet this one, but there's a flush out now. The straight as well. We're pretty deep stacked here. He missed the ace, but unfortunate. Ace queen split. Maybe we'll get away with the chop betting there on the turn. Unfortunately, we could have won that hand. Still technically win it. We still chopped the winnings there. There was a small pot. Better than nothing. All right, 2-7-5. This guy's very, very tight. What you can do is, I guess, instead of worrying about all the tables, like every single person playing, we can just focus on the players that we're playing against at the time. And we can do it that way. Ace queen pocket 8s. This guy's got a green. Guy does 3-bet. I'd call. You could easily have an ace though. I'm going to put him on queens. Queens or jacks. Okay, an ace. He actually played it really good. Maybe bet us on the river. Let's remember him. We're just going to keep an eye out all the different players that, what are they actually playing with? All right, bottom pair, gonna bet it. All right, we'll check, we'll bet and get rid of at least one of them. This shoves all in. Am I going to just call? I don't care. Okay, 6 or a 10. Not a heart or an ace. Yeah, we'll just cash out. Thank you. Lucky. Lucky. Got away with that one. All right, nin debts. That's a little bank. Hit. All right, let's call fours. Okay. Bang, but threes. All right, 5 and fours. And a straight would have come out. Oh, there's a thanking 6. Got shot. Backdoor flush. Checking this one. Hit a 6. We do beat ace queen now. Ace king, we do beat. All right, don't beat queen 9 though. Okay, jacks, full bet. And they've got to defend against the flush. All right, yeah, check the river. He could have a king here. He's got a buff. All right, king 3 is gone. Queen 10, could I bet this one? 2 overcards. I would have hit 10. That's fine. We dare 3 bet. No, 3 bet, no. We just open up ace 10. This time we'll bet it. Last time we didn't, and we could have bet and won. I've got a funny feeling you might have the nine of spades here. Pretty scary board though. A lot of straight flushes out there. I'll bet small. Entice a raise. Just betting small, this multi-way pot. Don't need to bet huge. Change sizing when it's just heads up. All right. King 9 got some very nice. I'll take that one. 6-4. Bet this one. Not showing any strength. We can't make it to the river anyway. Not without. We've got no showdown value. All right, hit a set. All right, gonna bet raise this one. I think he's gonna have a lot of ace kings, ace queen, ace jack. I think he's gonna have a strong ace. Sometimes ace king. Don't think he's gonna have a 2 in his range. I don't think he's having the flush since the ace of clubs is there. So we bet big. Just hopefully get sticky with his ace. All right, ace king coming in. All right, so far so good. Ooh, oops. Oops. On the upside, we'd get out of that one. But on the upside, we just went up on that one. Oops, I was on 5-0. 10-0 on that one. But anyway, that was an honest mistake. Double check everything. 10, 20. Yeah, on the upside, we've probably accumulated some more points from that. About 38. So it should be about 4,000 by the end of this session. So 2/3 of the way. So I think we're going to be typically around 220 at the moment with our bankroll, which is fine. Ace is good for us. He doesn't like it though, unfortunately. Then sometimes people have a lesser set and then raise us. Then we just get stacks in, but not that guy. That guy didn't like it. I'll get it a fan trash. I have before though. We've got a gut shot. We can bet this one. Pocket eights, raise it. Gonna fold out a lot. This is their range. 5 on the river would be nice for eights. Unfortunately not. This germ's all in. I think we can let it go. 3 card the river. He's gonna bet this one. No, he's not. Yeah, king jack. So he blocks our straight, unfortunately. With that jack, we'll hope to hit a jack there. Hidden ace, we've got the best hand as well. All right, so we hit top pair. We'll bluff. Bluff again. He calls. 9-6. Okay, he's got 2 pair. Yeah. Okay. Labeling this green, I guess. Bet too large, but he still went for it anyway. All right. So we're checking here. All right, we'll bet. I thought maybe if he had an ace jack or an ace 10, he sort of would call. Yeah, he fold out a lot on the turn, on the flop, and then maybe call the turn. All right, we've got an open ender. We'll bet this one. Essentially, we only got 6 high though. Six high. And happy to get the fold if we don't hit. Here's 8. Folding out the trash. And 2's gone. Well, it's suited. All right, poker queens. We can call or we can fall back. I call. All right, here to set. Need the board to pair up. You could have a set of aces though. He's uncapped. This could be a caller, or he could have ace king. All right, pocket 3. Probably shouldn't have called this one. Hopefully he jams all in. Snap it off. King queen. All right, that was nice. And this is why you don't call 10 big blinds with pocket 3s. especially against a short stack. Unless you're willing to jam it pretty much with any flop anyway. Especially with a SPR, a low SPR, you can probably, shove much wider. Let's bet this one's the only chance we got, really. Kind of, well, so we took that one down. All right, ace four suited. Ooh, pocket jacks. All right, I'll be caught behind with ace four. Jack's gonna open up. Gotta bet this one with the nut flush. More likely to do and bet the draw, especially when it's not a 3-bet pot. Just an open raise. All right, free card on the river. Wow, 4 ways. Missed it. Ace high, about the best hand. Nah, I'm not sure if we should just didn't value that one. Okay, we're playing this guy 100%. We'll bet big here. We could have tens. You could still have jacks. You'd also fold out. Anyway, we don't mind that. Just building up a nice stack there. All right, ace queen suited. Yeah, the funny thing is aces have actually been pretty good. At the moment, aces and kings actually played pretty well for us at the moment. Well, sometimes when we hit a downturn or run really bad, it's the opposite. But those cards have actually held up well. Our C betting's been terrible though. And just really drawing quite dead where people can just, it feels like people just play absolutely invincible to. All right, so we've got trips. Do we raise it? I think we can value. Maybe he has a jack. Maybe he's got kings, queens, a 9, pocket tens. That's a big bet. I'm gonna let go. You can't fault for calling there though. Yeah, jack called. Nice. Got a little bit of value there. All right, sixes up against bulldog or bulldog. If you want to pronounce it. It's a dryish board. Still, this guy's getting a bit confident against us now. All right, check raise 7-3. We're all over this board. We'll bet it anyway. Never know. Ace of spades, we'll call. We're waiting for that one hand. So I'm not playing okay on the other tables though. Bottom left is the question mark at the moment. All right, king 3 suited. Let's get a flat ace jack suited in the small blind. Yeah, queen high, got a open ender. Ace jack suited. All right. Under the gun, so just gonna check it. Raise it big with ace king. He's just gonna shove us with the call. The ace high could be good. All right, need an ace and nothing else. Need an ace. Unfortunate, but short stacker. What's he going to do if he had pocket twos? Probably same thing. All right, we'll keep an eye out for this guy, but I'll label him as green. Make king higher. Oh, he's got mate. I will let go. We'll bet. We've got a 4. And he lets go. Queen Jack is pretty scary, but scary for anyone that's not holding a queen or a jack or a straight draw. All right, we're really going wide here. We're really going through the sewers at the moment. Ace King must have got through before. Let's go fold. We don't have a diamond. It's multi-way pot as well, so I think we're going to be outkicked here. Huge chance that flush is going to come out. Straights. 3 now. We probably won't even see what the river card is. Oh, okay. Lucky to get out of this one. All right, so we had a 3. If we call, we're just calling for a 3, pretty much. All right, we can let this one go now. 3, 2 is gone. Unless they slow down as well. Yeah. It's just the other thing too is here if we could bluff a straight. The way they're playing quite aggressive. Jack 8. To go in the muck. I'll bet this one. King hits our range. No more extra equity. Let's get out of this one. It's going to have some type of king hand. And it's this guy again. This guy again. Pre-flop bets pretty tightly though. One of my favorite hands is Jack 7 suited. It's not a great hand, but I have fun with it. Oh, we got 4s, pocket queens. I haven't 3-betted small baby pairs for a while. Then you get in there, get involved. We're just taking it down. There's deep stacked as well. I think we can let this one go. Okay. Got a gut shot. Could do better. And also a flush draw. I'm not sure what he's got here. I think he's got jacks. I've got a feeling he's got jacks. We could bluff catch. Do we call? Nothing makes sense here. Wow. Okay. So he's either got a weak hand or he's got a monster in that spot. And that's fine. Ward aces, okay. Tried slow playing it. He probably got the max out of us. I only called the bluff catch. I thought maybe he had jacks, but not everyone full best jacks. So you could probably safely say that probably should have folded. Is that worse? He's got a king. He's either got quad kings or he's got quad aces. It's not out of the question. All right, let's we didn't lose that much considering we put red on him. He's a regular as well. Regular. I should label him as this brownish color. You usually can tell a regular just by their deep stack. All right, let's go let go this one. No point. I mean, you could raise him and try and get him off the hand, but is he going to see through it? He might. 5-3, shit called. One to call in position. That was the hand. We'll call. We'll leave this table. And then we'll reset new table. And we'll call. Close the action down. Open ender. Backdoor flush. We'll call this one. Floor. Can't go anywhere. I can't fold. We could even jam here. Oh, now he's just lost. But I don't think, if we jam there, do we have fold equity? I don't think so. We'll let go. Pocket sixes, wow. We had a lot of outs though. All right, this guy is green. This guy is red. Yeah, could have folded. Did you get a bet this one? Could have call. Missed. Short stack again. Paid 886 hands, so he knows what he's doing, I guess. Some people are just a short stack maniacs or crazies. Yeah, let's just go to moon. No info on this guy. Jack 10 suited would have been in big trouble. Still behind. Still behind. 10 or a jack for me. Would have won the hand. Yeah, I would have lost that hand anyway. He's all in anyway, so I would have won against some drama. I probably would have got my money back. So no huge loss there. Should have called. Two over cars. A jack high flush. He's being big like he's got it. Yeah, 6%er. So someone who's got a bet with a strong hand. That's how you work out who a passive player is. Someone with a low PFR compared to their VPIP. You'll see that we haven't got a gap. We're quite aggressive. It's a little bit of a gap there, though. That's because we've been falling behind. Haven't been raising at a position. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Simple fold. Simple fold. Hit the ace there, could be out kicked. Could out the kings though. Wins. Probably win a 30 to 40 big blind hand though. 6-3, all that. We're actually just gonna go. All that trash is going. I feel like playing 7-4 under the gun. 7-5 is gone. Queen 6 gone as well. Don't feel like defending. Gotta play a lot of fit and fold. All in with Queen 10. Yeah, gets in there, wins a big hand after one hand. We'll defend 10-9. We'll bet through there. Just trying to take it down. Perfect. If they're very tight and you can bluff them, watch out when they bet. So it means they're really over tight with betting and calling. They're going to fold out a lot more. So when they pick up aggression, when they open the aggression, just get out of the way. Unless you think you've got a better hand or, drawing to the nuts. I feel like I've gone down a little bit in the last 10. Yeah, the last 10 minutes of like pretty dry. Ace 5 up. Yeah, okay, folded. Hey, people are playing at the moment. 238 is a decent amount. I have to keep an eye out on how many people are playing, which means more people, technically the more fish are playing. Yeah, you have down to about 70,000 people. It's going to be a tight field. Usually just the regulars are playing. All right, bottom pair. Might actually check raise this one. In position, close it down. It's cool. Hit nice. I only hit a 6. I was trying to get trips or 2 pairs, but failed. All right, I fold ace 2. Trying to get diamonds. All right, nice hand for ace jack. Yeah, some say I probably shouldn't bet too big there. But out of position, I don't mind closing it down. All right, queen two. And you never know. He might call with king jack as well. All right, nothing here. We'll bet, but min bet, min raise. Add the lines in this hand. A one hand. I'll three bet 9-8 suited. 10-9. The queen comes out. We could be having a poison card. End up getting like a double gabbo, which would have been the best case. And then I think hitting the 8 would have been even better. Because the other way around, you could be drawing to someone that's already got a bigger straight to you. And that's worst case scenario. Yeah, someone's got 10-8 here. Someone could have king 10. Got two pair. Got a lead in. Got a donk bet. Everyone just folds. All right, MP's a fish. Just anyway, let's go at shallow stack. Gonna bet this one. Beautiful. He's gonna play fit and fold a lot of times here. All right, we'll three bet 10-8. We got two overcards. Go for stacks with ace jack. We'll take it down 10-8. We'll leave this table. Also, you know what? We'll play another cash table. Cash and rush. So bet jacks. Yeah, if we're two ball, we can play all four cash and rush. That's fine as well. 6-2's gone. 5-4 suited. I think we're just going to call here. I'm going to fold small blind. I'm never going to call a three bet there from small blind unless I've got a really strong hand. All right, aces. Unfortunate. We'll three bet with ace queen. Okay, now we've got top pair, top to go. Could have king queen now. It's going to raise it. Get it in. He could have kings though. Also, if he's drawing, maybe he calls. Okay, he's either 5 on us. Happy he folds anyway. Especially with the cards coming out pretty nastily. a fold out a lot here. 8 of diamonds would be nice. Need a 5. 6, 3. I really need the board to pair up there. You got queen jack. I'm going to raise it anyway. He's got queen jack. He's going to shove and then we fold. He might call here with 2 pair though. He's got queen jack. I might call. Hopefully not. You'd have a set though. He's got queen jack. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes they will have a set there. Probably should have found a fold. Probably should have found a fold there. Or just cold. Just cool in the river. You have a look. Yeah. It happens. All right, now we've got kings. All right, we'll 3-bet king queen. 4 big blinds open. We'll 4-bet this guy. We would 4-bet normally anyway. Would 4-bet light here. Not sure what he's got here. Jack on the river would be beautiful. He's got a jack, he's got a straight. Didn't put 10s in his range. Oof. Like I said, kings and aces, well, the aces didn't do well for us last time, but kings have been still doing pretty good for us. All right, 7-6. Queen jack. Call 7-6. We'll raise it up. Get a weak holding here. We're pretty strong, but at the same time. What are they doing? Third base king and get excited? Did they hit a set of kings on this? We'll find out. So I'm just going to jam this. They could have aces. I'm just going to jam. Hopefully they've got ace king. 8-5. Wow. And just need a 7 or 6 on the river. So it was 50-50. I'll be upset with that one. So the time you're going to win that one, 50% you're going to lose. So, and so you can typically cash out on the turn if you're that worried if when you do hit. Well, actually, if we're hitting, as soon as we hit on the turn, he's drawing dead. So, unless he's got a straight flush draw. No straight flush draw. All right, so we've got top pair. Give me a number 8, please. Give me an 8. Okay, we'll let go. Showing strength. Spade. me a queen of spades, maybe. That gives me more outs on the river. Slowing down, he might have a king 10, king jack. Yeah, the king, he could have jacks, tens, all in. Sometimes they got, remember someone had quad aces before and they actually slow played it. I'm going to fold this hand. It's a terrible hand to call, isn't it? All right, let's lead out. This is a terrible idea. Still wins and go straight flush draw. We'll take it. Missed the flush though. Missed the flush, missed the straight, but win the fold. This is very wide. Don't try that at home. We'll call this check. All right, hit a 10. We're doing pretty well. Got a 3-bet. Playing crazy at the moment. Give me a 10. Top 2. All right, this guy's learned his lesson. He's starting to slow down on us now. All right, 9-7. This guy could easily have ace king, king queen, other queens, pocket jacks. Now we've got 2 pair on him. Hopefully he's got ace king or ace queen. I got a bet big here. Because I think ace queen, ace jack maybe calling. Flush is probably shoving. All right, pocket nines. 2 betting with 8s. 2 betting with 9s. I will pull behind with 6s. We'll set mine. Pocket 9s are going a bit more aggressive. Go 3-bet with jacks. All right, 9s hold up. Beautiful. Take it down. It's time to take over that table, which is good. 7-4 probably should have opened. All right, let's get to fault 6s. 9-10 just gets a straight, but I think it's pretty narrow to think that way. If someone's just playing with a straight. All right, pocket kings. Remember, been playing well for us. All right, so 3 betting. 2.4 isn't a huge bet. I only got 10 hands on him. He's an aggressive player as well. I will call. Not what you want to see. That's what you want to see. So we can actually call off his bluff on the river. A bit of value bet his queens. Or jacks. Or he's a slow play and we value bet ourselves. Good on him. Well, that's a bit annoying, wasn't it? All right. We'll have to call it the session. Got to about 4,000. That was the main goal today, and just not bleed money and just try and, try to slow the bleeding down. And I think we did that somewhat, staying above 6-4 is no good now, but we're down here to 4. All right, well, with the session thing, all right, we'll bet the 4. We can't win showdown, so we'll just try and take it down now. All right, 7s. With deep here, get a call. Be a nice way to finish the session. Unfortunately, missed the 7s. All right, it's going to fold this one. Could probably call 13 big blinds, but probably a little bit too wide. All right. You can see made $2. But yeah, the main fact is that, I've got to about 4,000 here. And also we got some, was the flip and go daily the daily chips for the flip and go, or for the end stacks, the leaderboard, what is it? The free flip and goes at the end of the day. And also the GG cares or whatever you got with the coolers. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.